Welcome back to the Anti Madden channel. We are back with another Stop This Play segment. The 0-1 trap out of the Singleback Jumbo Pair is another popular short yardage play that we're going to look to shut down. We're going to use the free safety slant 3 out of the 3-4 under. We just used it to stop the HB dive, and it also does a decent job at stopping the 0-1 trap. So again, we're coming with the same look, the fire zone blitz. The only adjustment here is we're going to move this strong safety right here next to the linebacker. And that linebacker usually is right there, but I just moved him over. But we're just going to want to move him here kind of in the right A gap on the second level. And we're going to use the free safety on the edge right there. And if any runs are bounced out to the outside, we're going to be there to make that tackle. That's your responsibility on this. You're going to be there to make that tackle. And what's going to happen is if we look at the play art for the 0-1 trap, you're going to see that tight end on the right. He's going to motion over. And then your the running back is going to have that lane up the middle. He's going to motion over right here. It's one of these auto motion plays, and he comes straight in. And right there, that right outside linebacker is going to blow that play up because he's going to slice through the defensive line. He ends up just kind of slicing through there and getting through in there and making the tackle because the guy who tries to block him right here, you see that left tackle right there, tries to block him, misses him, ends up sliding behind the other tackle, and he's right there to blow up the play in the backfield. So that's what we're going to do when we run this play on somebody and we know they're running the 0-1 trap because that auto motion is going to give it away. There's another auto motion play. I think it's a Z spot play if it's a pass, but this is a pretty decent pass defense too. So if it's down at the goal line, I think you have a good chance of stopping the pass as well. But what we're trying to do is really blow up this trap play because this is the play that if you're in the wrong defense, you're going to get 5 yards easy on this. And if you're down at the goal line, it's going to be easy touchdown. And that's what most of the time, if your opponent comes out in this 1-3-1 personnel, they're looking to just get the 3-4 yards easy on you. So we're not going to make it easy because we're going to have this guy right here blowing up the run in the backfield. We're going to clean up the run outside. And sometimes if your opponent will try to bounce it to the outside, there is a holes a couple of times, but hopefully what we're hoping is this guy right here will blow it up every single time and not let our let the running back get in there. So we're just going to move it down to the goal line because the free safety set up a little bit differently, something like 2 yards. Most of the time when you're facing somebody, they're going to run it in the short yardage situations, whether it's in the middle of the field or down here at the goal line. It doesn't really matter. Your setup is going to be the same. Just make sure you get it in time. Just put them next to here, and the auto motion will happen. You just clean up on the outside, and right there is a hole. So again, it doesn't stop it every single time, but the probability is in your favor because most of the time it will just come through, and you'll have that guy blowing up the gap. Actually, for a big loss right there. Right there, he loses 2 to 3 yards. And the only thing you really need to do is just make sure you get that strong safety there, down there in time, and you'll get that right outside linebacker blowing up the run pretty easily. Now, I don't think your opponent is going to try to bounce it outside because most of the time he will just expect that he can just run up the middle. And because everybody ends up block shedding, you actually get help. And that's the other reason that we moved that free safety. Take a look at this free safety right here. The strong safety, Cam Chancellor. We moved him down here so that he can be ready to kind of help. And right there, he comes in and ends up helping. We get this guy right here. Who's this? Atiba Rubin. He block sheds, and we end up stuffing the play right there. So that's all you're going to want to do with this. Again, not a whole lot of setting up. I'm not almost going to get this set up in time. Not a whole lot to do. You're just basically allowing the computer to make, and there we go. We get a hit stick down there. And this is really great with a team like Seattle who's got some hitters in the back. If you've got some guys with hit power, you should put them in here, down here when you're running this play because right there you get in. They get in right there. But again, it's going to happen sometimes. But the majority of the time, you're going to be stopping this. And if your opponent knows you can stop it, he's probably not going to run it again. And even if he does run it again, it's going to stop it again the same way. Now, right there, he couldn't even get 2 yards right there. And so that's all you're going to do on this play. There's not anything else to do with it. It's a very good goal line defense because you can stop the pass if he does try to pass on you, and you're going to be blowing up gaps. And hopefully that right outside linebacker will shoot through there and just blow it up for a loss in the play. So that's going to do it for this edition of Stop This Play. We got one more play to stop the 0-1 trap, and then we're going to move on to some different plays, some different defensive stoppers that I've got. Because I've been working a lot in the lab on getting a lot of situational plays. So I just went through Jumbo because it's very good to have when people start going down to the goal line or short yardage. Because a lot of times, I remember last year when I was running when I was playing online, and people were coming out in the 1-3-1, and I didn't have anything. I just didn't have any defense to stop it. So this year I decided I need to have something just in case I see it, and I found a couple plays to stop the run and stop short yardage plays. So until next time, the Anti Madden is out. Peace.